We also need to get power up there, which we'll only have to do once. And frankly, we could probably cheat that one right now in an ugly way. Want to see our ugly cheat for power? Okay, double wall outlet is not what I wanted. Apparently, I just wanted wall outlet. Okay, we'll run the power to there. Delete this line. Run the power to there. And then we're just going to put these way up the thing. Once we have power on that elevation, we will never, ever... Oh my god, this power goes forever. Need to get it up there again, because the line will be powered. Everything is an electrical grid up here. I also think once we get this up here, we can... Wire is too long. Is that centered? That's centered, baby. Once we get it up there, we can also just delete these foundations. Alexas, thanks so much for the follow. Like, we can delete this, but the power still flows. The spice still flows. How are you, Alexas? Welcome in. No gamer in sight? I don't know about you, but I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer. I have an anime profile picture on Discord. I'm a gamer. That's not true. Ah! I feel called out. Oh, no. That was the last thing I wanted to do. Come to thank you for your Oberdin playthrough. Yo, I was feeling nostalgic for it, and I wanted a new perspective on the game. What a great game. Holy cow. Thanks for watching it. Sorry I made some mistakes. I made at least a couple mistakes in that game. One or two. That's all right, though. That game's great. Pardon my French, but what a mindfuck of a game. Oryx says that was the game I found Ryan through as well. Holy shit. I binged through Frostpunk 2 in less time than I'd like to admit. Oh, you said Frostpunk 2, but then it also made me think of Frostpunk 2, which I do need to play. I mean, it's just a floating power line, so it's kind of ugly, but... Frostpunk was great. I got to be a terrible dictator. I mean, Frostpunk was fun. It has some really interesting and fun, unique game mechanics. That's what I meant to say. Oh, Alexas, were you the person who popped into stream yesterday right at the end of stream? I got you. Can I run power from that to that? You can. Hell yeah, brother. Okay. So, here's what we want. Now we want rail. This will be our outbound line. We probably want it like in the middle of this right here. We want to run it that direction for a long way. Why not put it on the line we've already built? Well, the line we've already built is sort of something different. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Here's the other thing. Here's the thing I think I learned from trains the other day. Bye, Mars. Have an interview in a couple hours. Good luck, dude. Job interview? Good luck. Here's what I learned the other day. I think you want to start and stop rails like every probably 2 to 3 blocks when you are planning on using those rails as junctions for either merging or splitting. Because otherwise, when you go to start something, there's no place to break it off from. So it makes sense to just do it ahead of time. So this is going to be our outline. Eventually, I'll run it, probably not on stream, probably off stream, all the way north for as long as we can. That's going to be like the central artery of the game, of the rail line for us. Then, right about here, going this direction, we're going to need a bunch of unloading train stations. And then once I've built that, we're going to need a waiting area before and a merging area afterwards. Okay. And that's when we're going to have to start thinking about, like, oh my God, look at this pretty shot. What a game. What a beautiful game. Signaling and etc. So if this is out, I think coming in is probably like, well, how much space does a station need? It's just a normal station. Missing plastic? Fuck. It's all right. We have a solution for that. I don't know. Why am I even making the Zoop tube powered on the way down? Because I can literally always jump off. As long as I can go up, I can jump off for free. You know? We're going to dismantle all this stuff. Just for fun? True. I mean, I have to have power up there, I guess, so. We're going to dismantle all this stuff. Mostly because this is where a lot of my plastic went to. Train station all the way down there, which I am going to very quickly grab. Because plastic. Oh boy, I caught a ride home with a coworker, so I'm home almost an hour earlier. I got lucky. Nice. What do you do for work, Alexis? It's going to be great to have a train system up and running, and doing the work to get it there is going to be a pain in the ass. I'm going to leave the deleting for off stream because it's just going to take a lot of time. Oh boy. Oh boy. Dismantle crates? Oh no. Did I leave a bunch of dismantled crates down there? I left at least one. Shit. I work in plumbing, kinda. I'm programming water meters to get read through radio. Interesting. Read through the radio. A plumbing programmer. Oh yeah. Do you like your work? We're getting rid of extra stuff here. Yeah, the get read remotely. Yeah. I'm sure that saves a ton of time, or a ton of man hours. Okay, so we want to go up, because now we have plastic to build at least a couple stations. Yonk. The sound that makes is so satisfying. The little boom, boom, thump, thwump. So the question on my mind right now is how much space do we leave between our in and out line? It's very satisfactory, that noise. You're right. I would say the amount of space you should leave is just the amount of space it would take to build a train station between them. But I also need to leave space for unloading. So I think if I build this here, then build a freight platform and connect it, definitely not enough space here. So we need to bump over at least a little bit, which sucks because this is relatively like we're going to want to do probably here, at least here, but probably here. And that is like, that's so much space. The alternative is I could curve this shit. But I want it to look nice and neat. So like, one, then there's these empty spots, which we don't technically need. Like, it could be fine to just run it like this. This is our out on one platform. That's our back. Then we're going to run it into a train station. The other question is if... Again, I don't know how to talk about this without paint. But, like, the other question is if we want a line that comes through that is not connected to any train station. Like a bypass, basically. Do we want a bypass? I think a bypass could make sense. I'm a little nervous. I think there's no reason not to do a bypass. So then if we do that, let's just do the distance for the bypass. The bypass would be like... I think the thing that makes the most sense is to do it here. To do a one gap so that it's three foundations wide going through the sky. It leaves you a little bit of room. I can't think of a reason you would need it any... I can't think of a reason not to put it right here, but I am certain that if I am to make a bunch of train systems, that eventually doing that, I'll regret having both lines so close to each other. But I don't know. I don't know. If I put it here, I do have to do a whole extra bunch of shit, or foundations. But let's do this. Let's do a... Just gonna go with our gut here. We're gonna go 3 wide. I probably should build a blueprint for this that I can just throw down blueprint one after the other after the other. So, oh my god, I can hear L splashing in the other room. Let's try that. Alex is all right. I know Alexis is a mouthful to say. Mostly, I just keep wanting to say Alexas. Ryan's holding space, guys. I'm trying to hold space, Killer Cat. I'm trying to hold space for the future mistakes that I make. My work is good, but it's paid per amount done. Also, a lot of talking to people since we're going into their flats. Let me tell you, old ladies like to touch people without any reason. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to build a blueprint. For It is this correct? It's 5 squares long now? We can do 5? Shit. If we can do 5, then the way to do the rail that makes the most sense is a little funky. Because that means we should have basically like 2.5 blocks per rail. I don't know if anything I'm saying is making sense, but let me show you. Our blueprint would basically be... Oh God, this is kind of difficult to line up. One, 2. Go to like 2.5. 2.5. So if we ever need to connect to the rail, we've got a stopping spot halfway through and at the end of every blueprint. I kind of feel like I'm cooking here, but this could be a dumb idea. I never know. And that's the problem with my brain, is I never know if it's a great idea or a dumb one. You know? Yes, chef. Either cooking or not. That's not far enough. One of the two. I like it. Let's do it. Picasso. This is called straight rail. And it is actually blueprint number right there on that. And then we probably should do one for like curves and such. Oh, that makes sense, Alexis. Alex, sorry. Oryx says, I have to admit I feel a lot happier in my job now that I'm in a team that isn't public-facing. I don't know how people with public... I was about to say I don't know how people with public-facing jobs do it. Which is kind of funny to say, I'm realizing. As a person... But I don't face the public. I face my very specific little corner of the internet cult, you know? Like, of an internet cult. Like... Oh, hi, girl! That's amazing. Elle is currently in a infant robe, which is so small, it does not... Like, the hood part of it does not fit over her... Oh, shit. I went the wrong way, guys. No! No! I went back down! No! It doesn't fit over her, and I took damage? I have no health! She's currently in a robe that does not fit over her big head. Like, the hood part of it is like too small of a hat, and so it doesn't go over her head. Oh my God, I almost died. If I would have died there, that would have made no sense. I could not do service jobs. I have severe anxiety. I can only do this job because I don't actually have to sell things. Yeah, I worked in retail. Chat, front seat question. Does holding shift in the hypertube make you go faster at all? Yes or no? Get me out of here. I was waiting for that, for me to fucking zoop tube myself directly into the ground? You were waiting? You can't use slash ban in retail. It's so true. In retail, you just have to put up with what other people... Just got to put up with those people. Okay. So what's the right play here? far out here, if we use the thing, far out here, it'd be like this. Oh, that's amazing. Oh my god, it's amazing. Oh, chat. It's not amazing. What the fuck is going on? I take it back. I'm a little bit confused right now about what's happening. Shush Curb, thanks so much for the follow. I just about leapt to my death to thank you for that. It just it's not face it the other way either. Is it because it's not lining up with my... Is it this stuff that's in the way at all? Have we had a revelation? I don't know what I've had. I've either had a stroke or a revelation. Snap mode ain't doing it. We could just do this, but this is not the same easy thing I thought I was doing. And this is clipping, which makes me a little bit concerned that it's not going to connect. Hey, chat. Front seat question. Will this rail connect to this rail if I place this right now? Yes or no? Will I have a problem? If you know the answer. Like, will a train run over it? Will it be functionally a continuous rail? Science required? It might be. Science. I could try it. I mean, it looks connected, but... Why is this not connecting? But then it will connect on the next one. So I thought that the blueprint thing was exactly... Okay, I don't know. Let's go ahead and delete a couple of these. We don't need to go this far out just yet. Okay, so that's our inbound line. Our inbound line. So what we need to come over here and do now is leave space, quote unquote. Hold space. We need to hold space for the inbound line. And I guess now our new method is we're gonna go 2.5 constantly, which does feel a little bit crazy. 2.5 is our train building block. Chat, what do you guys want to talk about? Raw science. What's on your mind today? What do we want to talk about? Sorry, I'm so distracted by fucking train nonsense. Is the thing you built yesterday still useful, or did you do something new? The thing I built yesterday, mostly yesterday we built the computer area. Oh, and the vertical bus. Yes. That part is all very very useful. Okay, let's go 2.5 here. 2.5 here. Oh, it doesn't line up, so I must have fucked something up. Here's the question. Here's the moment. Do I care that much? IDK, what do you want to talk about, Ryan? Dude, I don't know, Luke. I do this, I do a lot of talking, man. Not in a bad way, just in a, like... I don't know. I pretty much tell you guys any thought I have that comes to the front of my mind. Because otherwise, what would we talk about? What's on my mind? How weather is being whack. It's colder than it was in January here, and I'm not happy. February is colder in terms of pure, like, to me, February is colder in terms of pure, like, its relation to my soul. Let alone whatever the actual temperature is doing, it feels colder and more dreary in February. All right. So this line's just going to go through. I guess I can just always delete the rail later and turn it into these 2.5 things when I need to. So for now, I guess I'll just fucking do this. Oh. Talk about the next Zelda playthrough. Oh, you mean Skyward Sword? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? Shit. I mean, you mean Redacted game? I have no idea what I'm playing. I'm kidding. I don't know that Skyward Sword will be what I'll play. I have no idea. Okay, so from here, then we need to figure out a train station and a unloading. So I think that, although it needs to face the other way around, could be a train station. Skyward Sword next would be such a move. When we get to stuff like Skyward Sword, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm like, I don't know. Is it 3D? Is it 2D? No idea. Truly, like, when we get to stuff like Skyward Sword, I'm like, I got no clue. Okay, we need to do that, but a little bit farther. Ocarina of Time playthrough's been awesome. Thank you. I'm having so much fun with the game. Okay, I'm gonna do a dumb thing here. I'm gonna put down 4. I wish they had Twilight Princess and Wind Waker on Switch. Are those Wii U? Sorry, I got forever ago now. I got Twilight Princess HD for the Wii. For the Wii U. As a physical thing. Somebody sent me this forever ago. I have this is the only Zelda game I have a physical copy of. Twilight Princess HD for the Wii U. Do I have a Wii U? Nope. Have I looked too closely at it? Nope, because I'm afraid of spoilers. It was a super generous gift. I mean, it's cool to have. Don't look too close. I won't. So, both are on GameCube. Oh, Wind Waker. So they're not, but they're on GameCube, but not on the Nintendo Switch Online thing? Oh, that sucks. I mean, I know that I'll have to emulate eventually when I need to start playing these games, but Okay, now that we've done this, we need to figure out the spacing for the second one. We also need to get power to our first. Our first one. Switch 2 will hopefully add GameCube. I have a Wii U you can borrow if/when you get to those games. That's super kind. Wii U is the, like, handheld one, right? Can you... I hope Nintendo isn't listening. I will probably just emulate, because if they aren't available on Nintendo Switch Online, which I would love it if Nintendo would make everything available on Nintendo Switch Online, but because of the possibility, like, because of the ease to record it usually, but I don't know. I mean, can you tell I haven't really thought about this? Okay, I don't know how much room to give here. What's our system? It's just left edge here. I go left edge here. Chuck this here. Can I unload both in a timely fashion? Eventually, if we get this all nailed down, by the way, we can just make a... this is the one that is out, right? Shit. We can make a blueprint for this, too. And then it'll all be fast. This is out. I think this is what we did, right? Where it's just like... I can't tell if this is working. This one would need to move back one more. At least. Maybe even more than one more. Which could make for make this look a little interesting. So that's our system. So that's enough room, but holy shit, just barely. That's fine though. On the underside, it's gonna make things a little interesting how we bring them down. But Ryan, we got some intel about your earlier front seat question. It still holds. Were you guys discussing it in the spoiler chat? Will those two rails connect? Yes or no? Also, no. Interesting. A train won't run over it? I mean, it is yellow, not blue. So I kind of wondered. So what the fuck? What the fuck? I don't know why my blueprint... I'm going to have to reconsider my blueprint real quick because my blueprint is not working. Dope. Thank you for the info. I really, really greatly appreciate that. Formy answered for us. We weren't sure. Thank you, Formy. Did somebody have to like get in the game and test it out? What would you guys do if you were me and I needed to play my and I was thinking what my next Zelda game would be? Don't say Tears of the Kingdom. Not that it won't be next. It's just That one is its own special beast that we'll tackle when we tackle. I mean, I've seen the advice that is Majora's Mask because it is like spiritually a sequel / it would be good to play with Ocarina of Time fresh in your mind. It's the most logical in that way, but I would love Twilight Princess. Twilight is just TP is a special spot for me. Minish Cap for a curveball. Minish Cap is the like, is that the one with like Game Boy art? Game Boy type like chibi art? Is that right? Minish Cap. I don't really want to Google too much stuff, but sometimes you just got to get a sense for the art. Not exactly. Minish Cap is Game Boy Advance. Oh, okay. Hell yeah. Dope. Majora's Mask, I think, just maybe makes too much sense. Is Majora's Mask a long game compared to Ocarina of Time? How does it compare in terms of length to Ocarina of Time is what I'm asking. Okay, so I think the answer is that much space. So if the answer is that much space, then what we need to do here is actually go boom, boom, boom. That's used up all of our plastic probably. Which means we can actually like delete this, delete this. We're just using them for holding space. We're holding space. And then I need to work on how I get everything hooked up to all of these. And how I leave space for them. So find out. That's straight. What if we put a missing rubber? Son of a bitch. Okay, I'm missing rubber and I'm gonna need rubber. So I'm gonna go. Actually, a locomotive and a freight car are the same length of model. So what we can actually do is just use a freight car instead as a hold-in. So what I'm trying to do right now is if we end up using a 1-4, which is potentially likely at this point, train system, then just because if we're gonna build this big, why not build it big and etc. Then every line on the front end, on the back end, on the waiting area, my goal will be to have it go to right here ish. I need to put a signal in to make sure, but basically to right here. Probably similar to Ocarina of Time, maybe slightly shorter, maybe slightly longer without giving too much info. Okay, I appreciate not giving too much info. Similar-ish. Also, you should do the first or second Zelda ever. I think that would be a great experience. Everything I've heard about those is that they're fucking difficult. Internet says similar playtime. Okay. Great. I'll see you guys in 2027 for my next Zelda game. So here's the thought. Now we get to finally test the signals. Block signals. Direct the movement of trains to avoid collisions and bottlenecks. They can be placed on railways to create blocks between them. This is the system I'm familiar with, it seems like. What we probably want to do... Oh, no. I hit the wrong button. Is like right here. Did that need to be placed further back? I don't know. I also don't know how to place it further back. It's like not placing particularly. My guess is the train station itself is its own block, like is its own. Because of the way this works in F-word game. And because I think it makes the most sense. You would want the train station itself to be its own block. So, why is it facing the other way? And why can't I fucking... What do you mean? Oh, now I can place it. Okay. The hell? Now that I placed that, what I want to know is if these blocks... This red, like, system here. Everything is red. Which sucks a little bit, but I kind of think maybe it has to do with the fact that our train line is not, like, a circle yet. So let's practice with this real quick. That's a thing we're going to delete later. I think this just changed to green. It might have changed to green when I put the symbol in front of it. We also are going to need a locomotive, so we're going to have to go... oh, I made this not straight. Turns too sharply. Oh boy. Don't worry, Alexis. This game is confusing for truly everyone who watches it. And frankly, me for playing it. That's how I feel just playing it too. Block signal is what we want. Okay, this one is kind of orange, and this one is kind of red. I don't know what that's about. Why does it want to place on one side? There we go. Okay, are we in business now? Yellow. Let's fucking go. Yellow. So, oh man, now I need to think about how I do this. I'm going to go get some plastic because I need to build a locomotive. I can just jump off. Why did I do that? Oh no, I'm going to take damage, aren't I? Oh no. Am I going to take damage? Duh. We have to unhook that. We have to unhook that. We cannot have a hypertube entrance on the top. I have 1 HP every time that happens. I have to unhook that. That's a fucking death trap. That shit is a death trap. We need to delete all of this because it has plastic tied up in it, and we don't have that much plastic. The rest of this I can just delete later. Leave it for the whimsy. What is life without risk, Ryan? God damn it, Carly. You're kind of talking me into this. Okay, I'm going to do a rare thing, which I don't do very often, and ask a direct question. Maybe not. Exclamation away. Uh-oh. What was I down here for? I need plastic? Rubber. I need rubber. And then... I'm going to change my blueprint up and see if I can't solve the problem myself, and then we'll go from there. It's probably too much. We'll do that. Comma times 5. My only thought for why this blueprint could be wrong is that it's kind of not centered. Not that it's kind of not centered, that it's very much not centered. I also feel like I should probably take some of this stuff, but oh well. We'll just leave it there for now. Let's redesign this this blueprint. And make sure it's centered and see if I have the same issue trying to run it. First off, let's just do it like this. I think this is the easiest way to sort of maybe. I always forget that you can't like rotate it before you do anything. I just have to like. That's bad, but we're gonna click it down. Do my eyes deceive me? My boy has reached train operator status. I have. Well, I've at least reached I'm actually like that old man in your family who has model trains. I have model trains. They don't do anything, but I play around with them a lot. Yeah, you just need to look at the point on the floor that you need to do the thing from. We'll try this and see what happens. This is a straight rail test. Say blueprint. Done. Get out of here. We go Q, blueprints. Turn that onto our hotbar, and we're going to test this real quick. If I'm in blueprint mode build, I grab that. And then I look here. That's all blue. That's connected. It's all blue. It's connected. Okay. Well. That all seems good. I don't think it could have been the rotation of the thing. We want to try one more thing here, though. Let's keep, keep testing here. If we remove the outsides, around the outside. Call this straight rail test 2. I hate that you can't hit escape to get out of that menu. The place our first one, and then what we really need here is just blueprint connected to it. There's 2. There's 3. I'm going to ask a related front seat question. Because of some issues we've had with blueprints in the past. Front seat question related to the question I asked earlier. Will the rail connect from one blueprint to the next? Yes or no? And function drivable? Yes or no? No, fuck me. I had a sneaking suspicion. Fuck. I'm gonna speak from my heart and not from my. I'm gonna speak from my gut and not from my heart here. Okay. What the fuck is this fucking blueprint mode good for then? I swear to God. Oh boy. All right, so we delete these. That's fine. I'm glad we figured it out now. And we are going to clear this because there's no reason to have it. And we're going to, you can't hit escape to get out of that menu. And we're going to go up, and I have what it takes to build electric locomotives. And we are going to see if we can't keep working on our merger and waiting area spot. I had the same feeling coming from F Games Blueprint. It's just not for rails, apparently. Or belts, or... or actually anything that moves material or anything. Power? I think it's basically correct, and I could be wrong here, but this is all me speaking. This is me speaking with a very small amount of frustration, and it's not actual frustration. Don't worry. It's not long-lasting frustration. It's wild to me that in a game with a map this large, with a map this big, I'm going to have to lay so much rail by hand, and I'm going to have to connect every single bit of it by hand, which is fine. I'm going to do it, but I'm like, oh. The amount of pain you could have just saved me, Coffee Stain Studios. That's all right, though. I mean, it also means I can't blueprint. It actually also means I can blueprint, but I can't hand connect it. I cannot blueprint any part of my rail system that I want to just stamp and throw it down. I have to manually connect everything, which if I'm connecting it with rail, the part that I wanted to avoid having to do was laying all that rail down. So that's interesting. Anyways, back to it. Let's go ahead and chuck a locomotive here. Nice hat. Thank you. Okay, so we've got green. No power. Oh, shit, you're right. It's also just one of those things I got to get my head wrapped around, you know? There's a power line down here. We should probably just put a power line up here. Thanks for the follow, Canacam. I missed it. We only got blueprints very recently. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense if it's not if it's not an early consideration, then it's not like baked into everything you develop for the game, you know? Oh, that kind of looks like trash. I kind of want to put it over here instead. Okay, so from here, we have power. Power needs to go to the train station. Done. So the whole line should be powered now. I love that an anonymous gifter just gifted a sub. What the heck? Thank you, Anonymous.
Hi.
That's really, really sweet of you. Thanks very much. I love their do not enter driving the wrong way signs. Okay, so here's what we should see. If we're on manual mode, we're on manual. My guess is the green. Yep, sweet. So it switched the moment we entered. Let's see if I can explain this very quickly. The moment we enter the next block or area of track that is between two signals, then the thing will turn red, meaning, hey, you're not allowed to enter this block because there is a train in it. So the next block starts right here. So the minute the train crosses this line and goes right here, then from here all the way over to that one will be red. So this one will turn red, meaning you cannot enter that. That one will stay green because there's no train over there. So we should turn red in 3, 2, 1. It's like the center line of the train crosses or something, but that's fine. It's like right. there. Yep. Okay. So, cool. That makes sense. What we haven't tested yet is if a train station itself counts as a block. But we can do that. Oh, shit. Break. I forgot that I have the space bar to break. We'll find that out in a second. We're playing with trains, chat. So, no manual driving. Edit timetable, add Edsburg. Don't remember if we can loop these. Operational. If it will self-drive and do loops, then I can get out and look at stuff, which is what I want to do. This game was interesting before. Now that I see trains, I'm all in. Currently docking. Hey, what you do on in your free time with consenting adults is your business. Game. Okay. I think that means that it's not going to go. Because there's no extra train station. Interesting. I kind of want to ask a front seat question here, because that's probably the easiest way to do it. Hey, chat, front seat question. Does a train station, this building right here, count as a block signal? Yes or no? I might be able to tell if I look at this. No. Interesting. Okay. So in that case, we need to put one here. Oh my God, Ryan, why? Somebody just Googled docking for the first time. Don't do that, by the way. We can delete that one. We'll put one here. Cool. Thank you, chat. Good to know. I would have guessed it would have, but hey. That says more about my assumptions than anything else. So what we want, actually, is... oh, please, that's a pretty tame Google search for me. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you work in the adult industry. I'm sure it is. We're docking. Cancel docking. Turn on self-driving. Cancel docking, turn on self-driving. How about that? Cancel docking. Sorry. Every time I read self-driving, I think about it incorrectly. I read self-driving and I think, yes, I myself would like to drive, but that is incorrect. I want self-driving off so that we are on manual driving. And then I want it to not be docked, and then I can drive. Every time I read self-driving, self-docking is something very different. I work in billing with the adult industry. Listen, you don't need to provide important context that completely changes the nature of my joke. All right, here's our goal. We're going to slow down. We're going to slow. We're going to go like right here. We're going to even back up just a little bit to even add a little bit more wiggle room. We're going to get out, and then right here is where we chuck. I love the color. It was a little hard to tell at first because the red and orange were very similar, but I love the color choice. Cool. Oh my god, did I not make this line straight? I didn't make this line straight? Oh boy. Okay, well, here's where we're going anyways. Oh no, is my material full again? Son of a bitch. Okay, we're just gonna get rid of some iron. Not this again. Dismantle crates? Oh no. You routed the train off the edge. I tried that once and it did not work. I don't know if you can, but not the way I did it at least. Okay, so for every line, we need to go to right here. Nope. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Cool. Then we need to figure out merging from here. Self-docking is what Matt Damon failed to do in Interstellar. Oh, good joke. Good reference. Wow. Wow. The train is mad? Wait, why was the train mad? Because of the red line? Mad train. Okay. So now the question from there is... Well, now there's two questions, unfortunately. We now probably need to start the, like... How should I do this? Let's see here. Fuck it. I think what I want is... little 2.5 long blocks. God, I wish I could do this on a blueprint. Oh, the train was honking. That's what the train was mad about. My bad. I read chat like 3 minutes too late. Okay. So here's my thought. I'm going to merge off of this line. Oh, maybe this is what I want to do. Oh, there's no way there's space for this, right? There's no way there's space. Maybe I want to do a 90-degree angle from here. Where the fuck is this yellow? Like, that's the fine kind of yellow, right? Probably. Synapses are connecting. Are they, though? This is the shortest 90-degree angle I can do. From here, can I do a 90-degree angle? Nope. But railroad track turns too sharply. From there, I can do a 90-degree angle off onto every other thing. So I really should have moved that farther left a little bit. And instead, how I'm going to solve this problem is just by doing it further down. Dope. Cool. So the way I'm thinking of this is I actually want to make a 90-degree turn here. And the reason I want to do that you say turn too sharply, but I don't get it. I bet I can make this work. Oh boy, doing all of this without blueprints is so daunting to me. Snuffles Tama, Snuffles Tama. Oh, great. Can't wait to figure out in 20 hours what I'm fucking up right now. The game says this is too sharp a turn. I'm willing to bet you're wrong. We're just going to draw a straight line here because this is the thing we'll eventually want to branch off of. So that's just that for a marker. Can I actually make this work, though? Weird. 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 Super weird. Super weird. Super strange. Does it make you feel better that last night I deleted a project I'd been working on because I spent 20 hours on because I made a foolish error? Oh no, that doesn't make me feel better. That makes me feel terrible for you. Holy shit. Now's when we get to test it. Let's make sure this works before we do anything else. Fuck. Please just do me a loop. Just do me a solid. Just do me a solid and connect this stuff. Oh, I want you to do it. I want you to do it. We're going to have to clean up so much of this later. Okay, so here's what we need to do now. We need to put a train on the track and drive it. I love the way the light looks as it's loading in. So we don't have multiple stations. We probably do need a multiple station to test it. But for me, I hope you're doing okay. Sorry to hear that. Today's a rough day. Okay. Break. We need another station here to really test all this out, but so far, I think, so good. So this first merge is going to be ugly, but everyone after that should be straight. Hopefully. We'll see. Hopefully we'll see. Is that confidence inspiring? Currently building the waiting area. So let's go do this. Let's go drag a bunch of rail backwards from this shit. Oh boy. So I need to drag it to right here. Why does it insist on placing on this side? The train is running the other direction. Fine. And from here, what I need is actually just a straight line intersection. I would prefer it be to like right here. But it would look cleaner, and it would function better. Okay, where can I drive this? Let's see how this works. For reasons that I think are mostly for signaling purposes, I actually want this line to be like straight. Because now it should be, and I could be wrong here. These are all considered one block, yeah. So now I think what I need to do is put one like here. and here. Oh boy. Did not click where I wanted it to. And like there. And now... this train is not connected to other shit, so that's probably fine that it's a little confused. Now this is one block, and so is that... Hold up. That's more what I was going for here. I think doing this thing right here, should put a different color right here. It is not, which is a little confusing to me, but okay. I think technically what it should do is read the space on this track from here to there. Oh, shit. And say, oh, yes, this is a section that is... Instead, it is giving an error message. Signal loops into itself. Now, that's interesting. Still loops into itself. Loops into itself. What the fuck does that shit mean? Interesting. Loops into itself. I don't think that this is the place where we need to use a pathing signal. I also can't do many more signals because of my lack of computers, I just realized. It's maybe. No. I already did that. I already tried that. Maybe this gets a little better if we add another one. Let's see what happens. Dope. I still think this spot to this... unless... Is what's happening here... No. I still think here, like the way I understand a signal, they have to be directional, and it is facing that way. Signal loops into itself. Okay, chat. Front seat question. Translate signal loops into itself for me, please. This is an open-ended one. Translate what this means. Hi, LaFluffu. How's it going? Trains are being trains, which is we've had an unexpected error occur, which I don't know the which I don't know how to solve. It's an Ouroboros effect, and somebody said, "Oh boy." Okay, Ouroboros is a snake eating its own tail. I mean, one way to talk about it. This can't loop, like it can't be the full loop because this line doesn't even connect. Signal loops into itself. Unexpected item in bagging area. I don't think we can answer that. Your out goes to in? Out goes to in. Okay, I think the train station is facing the correct way. I don't have a signal down here, but this should not. This is affecting an entirely different thing, so that shouldn't do anything. I'll check it here because we're trying to test it right now, but that's the end of that. So this is the end of the station block. This is the... I should put one here eventually because this is the... That's the end of the station block. This is the start and end of the waiting area. None of this affects this turn, though. This pink block is actually fine for now. That's doing exactly what I thought it would do. Currently, this is white, which is interesting. This is also interesting. Okay, hold up. Same message. This one has no exit signal. That's fine. That we expected. This one is an error because we expected it. This is only acting as an exit signal. Sorry. So that makes sense. Signal loops into itself. A block has a start and an end signal that does explain, but gives a hint in the right explanation, or in the right direction. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm open to this level of hinting right now. Thank you. I appreciate you. So here's what's confusing to me right now. I think of this. I think this should be its own block. I think of this. Is the problem with this block?
I knew it smelled like poop in here.
With this quote-unquote block right here? Sham Gaming! What the heck? Thank you for the raid. It's a sham raid. It's a sham raid. Hi, raiders. Hello. Welcome in. We are deep in the weeds of losing our mind at trains in Satisfactory today. Where's the math filter? Oh, my head, my brain. Calculus, algebra. So, how was your stream, Sham? Thank you so much. Trains are a fun beast to tackle. Are you playing Satisfactory? Is that what you were streaming today? Welcome in, everybody. My name's Ryan. I'm playing Satisfactory. I'm doing it in a very specific way, which is I'm doing it blind, aka with no outside help. I have watched no YouTube tutorials. I've not looked at the wiki. I have only played the game and followed the game's instruction on how to play the game. So, welcome in. Please help us keep this playthrough blind, aka no backseating tips, suggestions. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you. That said, we are currently trying to solve an issue, and so we are kind of loosening the reins a little bit, but I still ask you be careful. Is there no other place I can put the signal to, like, test it just a little bit? I think it's only where intersections occur. Oh, my brother, I'll keep my 1,700-hour mouth shut then. I can't... Oh, I'm making so mistakes in your eyes, I'm sure. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Ah, so this might be... It could be related to in going to two different outs. And therefore, I would have to do a path signal. My understanding of path signaling is actually... Path signals are advanced signals especially useful for bidirectional railways and complex intersections. They function similarly to block signals, but rather than occupying the entire block, trains can reserve a specific path through it, and it will only enter the block if their path allows them to pass through. Okay, so I think the way we're going to want this to work then, that's actually very nice to clarify that understanding. I think what we're actually going to want is path signal like right here. And we're going to want this blue thing to be basically I mean, frankly, I think the way we probably want to do it is, oh, this could be wrong. Oh boy, this could be wrong. I think we're basically going to want this blue fork to be its own, this blue block to go the entirety of that direction. I could be wrong. My thought for why that is this. We want, when a train approaches, the fact that that's red makes me nervous. Approaches this specific signal. We want it to pick a pathway. It's probably related to that. To pick a pathway. Let's see if we can fix that. Is this one no longer red? Oh, it's still red. Ah, it's only red because it's waiting for a reservation, not because it is not allowed through. Okay, that's fine. We basically don't want it to enter this blue block until it knows that it can get out of the blue block. Because if not, you will get a train sitting on this blue block waiting to progress. Ideally, we won't have this because we'll only run 2 trains on each line, which would be fine. But you don't want it to get into the blue block and then not be able to progress. So it only enters if it can go all the way through. That's a little bit of a problem because that could mean that a train waits right here and that blocks everything. So we'll see. Maybe the simpler way is replace this with a... I guess I would rather them get stuck over there than get stuck right here. And we will just do we will not interrupt the blue. The blue block will be the blue block the entire way through. There will be no interruption there. We'll see. This is going to have to... Shit, I should just get my Factorio blueprints out and look at those and see what... Just kidding. And see what is going on. Sham says, spoil-free advice, there's no wrong way to play. If you're having fun, that's the right way. I appreciate that. I am definitely having fun. We have banged our head against the wall a lot in this game, but we've also progressed, you know? We're getting there. We're getting there. So, I think let's do this. Let's call that the waiting area done. It's not actually done. But we have 2 separate stations with waiting area, with signals that I am willing to at least beta test. And I know like how far I need to do for the waiting area. So I'm going to call the waiting area done. The unloading station I think is also done. Power up here is done. And now we need to do... we need to do merging area and a turnaround before we continue any further. In-game tutorials like Factorio has for rail signals would be amazing. Interesting. I don't know that I have ever played the Factorio or played the Factorio train tutorial. Back in my day, I don't know if there were train tutorials. I don't know. Is that newer or is that old? I don't think I've ever played a train tutorial in Factorio. Okay. So, now... Oh, I have heard of this scenario before. Rail Madness? Wait. No, I've heard of Belt Madness. Is it similar? Ryan took about 10 hours, for instance, to work out that having one power grid is a thing. The revelation on that was quite a moment. We're waiting for the other big revelation, but we're closer to 40 to 50 hours and still waiting. I cannot believe there's still a big revelation that I have not figured out. That scares me. That scares me. There's something I still haven't figured out. Fuck. No, we'll keep this here. So the merging area, I think what we want to do is get everything back on this line and then turn it all around at once. I think it's just that simple. I think merging should honestly be relatively simple. We'll go 2.5 blocks at a time because I think we're going to... Although, never mind. Here's why we need to design the merging area. This is why. instead of just taking every line and dragging it over here to merge it, eventually, if there's 40 train stations, we're going to want to bring those to the exact same point in the line and merge it. So here's what we got to do. Let's build a 2.5 long block. And then we have to do, similar to what we did on the other side, we have to do a... that was too many. We have to do a vertical, like a 90-degree turn. I got you, Tactical Flute. Gotcha, gotcha. So, how would we do that? The first one is going to be the problem. Because of the lack of space. I think we probably want to like bend to the right a little bit pretty immediately. And then how close can I get to 50? Okay. First one's going to be a little sketchy. Everything after that will be fine. Oh, this is bad. That's bad. We just need a little bit of extra space. Like the slightest shift. Oh boy. This is so hard for me to verbalize what I'm trying to do right now. It's I cannot, there's no way I can I can tell you what I'm thinking right now, chat. I know that's like my job as a streamer. There's just no way. That is not quite a 90-degree angle. That is, no. That is or is not. Okay. Well, we've done it. Great news. Now, what we need to do here is, what is the distance before you can go 90 degrees again? It's like 2.5 in each direction. It's like here-ish, basically. If I go to like here, why is this still not straight? I am bothered by this. Oh, well. Oh, shit. His thoughts have evolved past language. He is in the Matrix. He's beyond us. I'm beyond us. Sham's been playing this game for 8 years. Oh, my God. I got a raid and run. Take it easy, everybody. Hey, thank you, Sham. Thanks so much for the raid. I really appreciate that. Super kind of you. The fact that this is not entirely straight. We just go out a little bit further. We'll just go out a little bit further. Tama? Oh boy. Okay. That is straight. That's fine. Okay, this was better. This was better. Maybe it's like the thing we learned early in this game, which is like, don't just draw the belt, then try and put the machines on it. Build the machines, draw the belt from the, you know what I'm trying to say. Okay. So signaling here. I'm missing computers, so we can't actually do it. But signaling here Each of these stations is a block. Then we've got one big thing, which sucks. Gonna have to change this. We're gonna have to just break a bunch of these signals down because I can't actually afford to have them on the track right now. We're gonna design a working train that will get us to fuel and back, to oil and back, without breaking down. So we got to be bare bones here. Sure, that'll work. Actually looks decent enough. Hey, thanks. I think it looks at least decent. How is there still a big revelation I have not figured out in this game? That's mind-blowing to me. All right, so here we need one like there. And then I probably need one like here. Like, right? Basically, we need to just make one intersection in this block. I think that's generally the rule. Whenever there is one intersection, you need to make it a block until it gets complex like this stuff, and then you use path where it would be a bunch of tiny little blocks where trains could get like inch forward and then run into each other, and that's where you run pathing. You'll realize eventually. Don't fret it; it's not holding you back yet. Hi, Delta Fire. How you doing today? Okay, we've got one more train station, one more signal. Technically, I think we could break that one. So this should now work. Everything will run in right here. Then this can go off wherever and turn around and hook back up with this. That's exciting. And then we're in business, chat. How should we design our turnaround? Oh no, is that a fucking... Oh no. Okay, we're just gonna throw some materials down the drain. Nobody look. Nobody tell Ada. Nobody tell FICSIT. Loose definition of the word big and big revelation. Okay, well that makes me feel better. There's a crate somewhere in here, but I'm not gonna find it right now. Okay, so our goal here is to do the turnaround. We have the merging area is vaguely designed. Turnaround could be interesting. I kind of want to just let it see if it'll do a turn. Oh my god. I want you to just do a circle. I want to just click here to here and watch it go whoop. It won't, and that's fine. That's fair. The other thing we could do here is go, so we're at the same point, which is like here. Pretty good day, actually. I'm learning some of the lower level concepts of building programs with C++. That's exciting. Taking on a new hobby. Or a new role at work. This is ridiculous. Game is ridiculous. Oh my god, this is so hard for me to try and explain how my brain is working right now. Barely working. What's up? 1 second.